after this news. Hold on. Why not? What's good, my Grocery Town noobs and Rotom Fridges? Welcome to episode... What? Welcome to some more Sun and Moon news. All the news we got from E3 I will be covering today, right now, in this chair. First of all, first thing up is the new Pokemon, aka Pikapeck. Pikapeck. Okay then. So this was that thing we saw in the either first or second Sun and Moon news trailer. This is that little thing we saw them working on, or we only got like the back spray of the wings. So some of us called it normal flying. We also predicted dark flying, but figured it was gonna be Star Bird, so normal flying, with the ability Keen Eye or War Battle Spirit. And I'm just gonna say I'm gonna use this thing. This thing looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie, I want it. I actually want this thing. But yeah, I actually really like this thing too. And I like to point out all the little details, and you'll see in a minute. But that was Pikapeck. So honestly, I actually really like this thing. Its design and everything. Can't wait to see what its final evolution is. Probably gonna be a dark flying type, but you never know. Probably might remain normal flying. Next up, we have Yungoos with the ability Stakeout and Strong Jaw. And why did my Cerebi close on me? Gee, thanks. And also I got a new phone, and oh my god, it's so fast. It's so beautiful. Jesus. Alright, anyways, we got Yungoos here, which is just a plain old normal type. So yeah. But this thing is not very appealing. At least to me, it isn't. I'm not really a fan of this thing, but I don't hate it either. So he can kind of, you know, just chill there. Be a pal, and where is it? Where is it? I know in Cerebi they had something describing what his ability does. So 1 second, guys, give me a bit. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. New Pokemon called Yungoos is always hungry and can be found in Route 1. It's a normal type with the ability Stakeout and Strong Jaw. Oh, that's... never mind. Okay, that's not what we need. Oh, here we go. Stakeout's effect. The ability means that the Pokemon moves can deal twice the normal damage to any Pokemon that switches in or enters the field mid-battle. So basically, what this is a pursuit when you switch out, but just a harder hit. That's kind of wild. A little busted, I will admit, but you know, I guess that's how they're gonna get people to use this thing more and more. Is that ability actually? That's a really nice ability, especially in a competitive battle. You make a read, boy. Whoo! So actually, I can't wait to see what this thing actually evolves into. This thing's gonna be pretty interesting. Alright, moving on. We have Grubbin, with its ability being Swarm, and someone pointed this out to me. This thing looks like a bug from Pikmin. Yeah, I don't play Pikmin, just someone pointed it out to me, but yeah. Honestly, I will admit, I didn't like this thing at first, but it's kind of grown on me. Not gonna lie, Grubbin has grown. Grubbin's pretty cool. Shout out to my main man, Grubbin. You know, Grubbin, he's a G. He's a G. Grubbin's a G. Shout out to my man Grubbin. Just shout out to my man Grubbin. But yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. I can't wait to see what he actually evolves into. So that should be pretty interesting. Next up, we have Magearna being a Steel Fair with the ability Soul Heart, which Soul Heart. Wait. Soul Heart. The ability raises Magearna's special attack by attack by 1 each time another Pokemon in the area faints. So as we saw, we have the Eevee here, which fainted, and that raised Magearna's special attack, which I didn't get the whole thing, but it'll do. And I'm just saying, Magearna looks absolutely beautiful. Alright, shout out to Magearna. But that's pretty much what it does. It's not like a Mox where you have to kill someone. It's kind of like it where it raises, but it's for special attack. And this ability can't be just limited to Magearna. It has to be for other mons too. But they've so far given us tons of new abilities. There's Stakeout. There is something for sleep. What was that ability again? Define Sleep or something? Something like that, like Define Sleep or something. And now Stakeout and Soul Heart. That's pretty nice. But, so that's pretty much what it is. Basically a Moxie Bug, except if any Pokemon faints. Boy. Okay, if this thing gets into OU, I can see Free For All take another step. Then we have, oh, wait a minute. Let's go ahead and roll the next clip from E3.
そうです。
So as we get started here, can you tell us a little bit about what the rules are for Battle Royale and how the matches are decided?
われるんでしょうか。そうです。このバトルロイヤルなんですけども、4人のプレイヤーがポケモンを3匹ずつバトルに出して戦うというルールです。今日はちょっと時間の関係で1匹にしています。
So in this mode, it's actually 4 players. Each player chooses up to 3 Pokemon and battles with 1 at a time. In this video here, we're just doing 1 Pokemon for the sake of time.
このバトルロイヤルの勝敗についてなんですけども、誰かの手持ちのポケモンが全て倒されたら試合終了となります。
So how this actually works with how it determines the winner. So this is a free-for-all battle, but whenever one of the trainers, when the first trainer to lose all of his or her Pokemon, that signals the end of the battle.
倒したポケモンの数と、残ったポケモンの数の合計が一番多いプレイヤーが勝者となります。
And then once the battle is over, once the first person loses all of their Pokemon, it then to determine the winner, the game tallies up each player's how many Pokemon they've defeated and also how many Pokemon they have remaining on their team. And whoever has that highest number is the winner of the Battle Royale.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting what this is going to do for strategy as folks are playing, because generally speaking, when you're thinking about how you're going to switch up your Pokemon to fight another trainer, it's only a one-on-one situation, so you can look at their Pokemon and say, okay, I've got this Pokemon that's going to be strong against this one, but you're worried about 2 other opponents here, so you really have to think about who's going to fare best against a group.
3 other opponents, actually.
Yeah,
そうですね、やっぱこう今までだったらこうチーム戦とか、あと1対1のポケモンバトルが、多分主流だったと思うんですけども、今回はやっぱこう相手、3人気にしなきゃいけないっていうのは、特徴ですよね。
そうですね、今回特徴としてこう4匹いるポケモンの中で誰を倒すかっていうのを考えないといけません。で、例えば1匹すごい強いポケモンがいても3人で集中攻撃すれば倒せるといった戦略性もあります。
So yeah, it's a free-for-all, and of course, you could have 3 people gang up on one really strong person, or you really have to kind of determine your strategy about how you're gonna, which order you're gonna defeat Pokemon, who you're gonna focus on. Right. So totally new gameplay dynamic.
Yeah, it is interesting how much more intense it feels. Where I'm used to just looking at the trainer in front of me and fighting them, and suddenly it's like, oh, there's 2 more trainers. I have to pay attention to everybody. And folks watching there, you may have caught that the trainers there were wearing different outfits from what we saw with the regular player characters that we've shown off so far. We can't really talk about that yet, but worth noticing.
ちょっとそれぞれのプレイヤーの
見た目とかあと服装が違うっていうのはちょっと気になりましたね。また気づいちゃいましたね。
You got a good eye there.
Let's just ignore that God of War thing that popped up at the end. But anyways, as you can already see from the Battle Royale stuff, it's a free-for-all basically, but more, well, yeah. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what it is, but I'm gonna find it off of Cerebi, which is what I should have been doing while the video was playing, so way to go on me, right? Here we go. So a new battle mode called Battle Royale, where 4 players play with 3 Pokemon each, sending out 1 at a time. It's a free-for-all battle, but when, so I'm on a mobile, hold on. When the first trainer loses all their Pokemon, the game ends, and players are tallied up by defeated Pokemon and remaining Pokemon, and determines the winner. So so it's pretty much like you want to keep all the Pokemon alive so you can get as much kills as you can. So priority moves and moves like Earthquake and Surf are going to be very important in this type of battle mode right now. We can already tell. We can already also tell it's gonna be online because these aren't, your regular NPCs, so it's gonna be online. And we can see the return of trainer customization. So, that's nice to see, And we can also see here that the male trainer is Elio, and the female trainer is Celine. So that's a little bonus right there, too. And dumb mic. So that's something new right there. Let's move on. So it is a 4-player free-for-all, we already know that. And the inside of the dome, as you can see, we got a Gyarados there, we got a Tyranitar there, and I also saw a Charizard and a Giratina. Yeah, see, that's Zard, and down here is probably the Giratina. And in the battle we go, we can see we have our own little customized thingy, and we got our things for Wi-Fi, the match time and the move time left, which looks really nice. Everything looks really nice, but the screen just, I feel like it all just takes up too much room. You know, but it'll grow on me, but... Moving on. Oh. I didn't get enough screenshots. But we'll save that for a bit. You guys can see that, by the way. I promise last one I won't mess up, but... So. I'm still trying to wrap my head, though, around it. Because now the real question is, are we still gonna have multi-battle free-for-alls, or is this gonna be the new free-for-all thing? Because from what I've seen from the Battle Royale, or what I'm getting of it, is the first person to lose their Mons, that's completely end of the whole Battle Royale. And the person who has the most Pokemon and the most KO'd Pokemon wins. So that's how it works, right? So you want to keep all the Pokemon alive to the last Mon so you can get as much KOs as you possibly can. But you also want to keep your Mons in the back. So, does Chance get any priority? I don't think so, because or else Cindy would be making a pretty good appearance. Just saying, Cindy is a monster, but... Let's play the next trailer from E3. Be right back.
Ah, びっくりする。レディバーですね。レディバーや、アローラ地方には他の地方のポケモンも出てきます。はい。
So as you can see in the Alola region, obviously it's not just new Pokemon that are unique to the Alola region, but from other regions you see Pokemon.
今回トレーナーとポケモンっていうものもしっかり描きたいと思ってトレーナーが一緒にポケモンの後ろにいるっていうところを再現してますね。
And as you can probably see here in battle, you see the trainer is actually standing behind the Pokemon in the battle. So we really wanted to express this feeling of the trainer always being with his or her Pokemon.
Yeah, I'd love to talk about that in a little bit more detail here because I feel like there's so much that you've done with the way the battle looks in this game to make it feel really intense and really immersive. I was wondering if we could talk a little bit more about that with what you did with the lighting and the dynamic camera angles here.
やっぱ没入感を高めるっていう話もちょっと出てきたんですけども、やっぱ今回すごい演出とか見た目が違ってて光の表現とかもありますね。
そうですね。ちょっと時間によって影が長くなったりとかっていうのも入ってたりしますね。
So yeah, there's some cool lighting effects that we're doing here where, for example, like the shadow you see, it's in the evening right now, so it's a bit longer, but depending on the time of day, the lighting will kind of affect the mood of the battle.
I think here Terry's kind of staying still for a second to let us see how the camera is moving around. And this is something that'll just happen for you if you're staying still in the battle for a moment. And you really get a good chance to get a look at these Pokemon and the area that you're in and the environment.
こうやって一回、テリー今止まってくれてるんですけれども、こうカメラの演出を見せたりとか、結構やっぱこういうかっこいいカメラの演出があって、すごいこうバトルフィールドの全体を見渡せるような感じになってますね。
今回カメラもすごいダイナミックさっていうのを非常に意識して演出を入れていますね。
So yeah, there's definitely some cool. We tried to make the camera feel really dynamic in the battles this time around.
And actually, as Terry gets started in the battle here, I was wondering if we could talk a little bit more about the different changes you've made to the battle interface. I know there's a lot here that's really interesting, which makes the game really accessible to new players. Maybe this is their first Pokemon game, but it's also, I think, really satisfying as someone who's played a lot of Pokemon games. It feels really good, the changes that you've made here.
結構ベテランにもやっぱ初心者にも結構優しい感じのインターフェースにちょっと今まで違う印象があるんですけれども、どういう変更を加えたんでしょうか。
そうですね。今回とても親切なというか説明がいろいろ入れています。例えばインフォメーションボタンがあるんですけども、そちらをタッチすると今その技がどんな技かというのを一目で分かるようになっています。
So for example, yeah, we really tried to focus on making it really accessible and easy to understand. You saw in the moves there, Terry just pressed the little I button or the icon that's on the move, and you can go into a detailed explanation of what that move actually does.
I think it's been so helpful. There are just so many Pokemon that you have to keep in mind now as you're battling. It's so nice to be able to pull it up, and if maybe you don't quite remember what something does, being able to just pop it up really fast there, it's like you don't have to use that information, but if maybe your memory's not as good as it used to be and you need it, it's so nice to be able to pull that up and take a look.
ちょっとこの技はどういう効果があるんだっけみたいな、ちょっと忘れてもらって、
そうですね。
できるようになって、大丈夫ですね。
例えば今レディバの方をタッチしてもらいますと、今どんな状態かというのが分かるようになっています。
So actually you can see you can tap on the 2D Pokemon icon that's at the touch screen and see how its parameters actually just got changed because of the effect of a move.
今まで全部覚えてなきゃいけなかったんですけど、これで一目で分かるようになっています。
So as you just said, like a lot of things you had to keep in your head, you had to remember before, now visualize on the interface itself.
Alright, let's see how this battle goes. Are you planning on trying to capture this
I'm gonna be good. My
Pokemon,
quest to
or-
catch them all.
Okay, good luck.
全部捕まえないと捕まえて捕まえて
Yeah, get it. You can do it, I think.
So, just to bring up real quickly, for folks who maybe haven't played a Pokemon game before, battling Pokemon is really at the core of what the series is all about. You're going out into the world with your Pokemon, battling. Oh, this is the most stressful moment. Nice. Okay, so we're able to catch this Pokemon. But it's a really interesting game if you're interested in battle and strategy and collecting all these really interesting Pokemon that you meet. And hopefully you leveled up. Good job. And it was nice there too, seeing how the level up change.
ちょっとあれですね、レベルアップの演出もちょっと変わりましたね。
そうですね。
Oh, and this is actually something that we should talk about as well. Can you tell our viewers a little bit more about what they're seeing on the upper screen
これ
here?
今ちょっと図鑑に登録されたんですけども、これちょっと違う感じがありますね。
そう
比べて
ですね、今回、図鑑の、遊びとして、埋めたくなるっていう要素をすごく、かき立てるようにしました。で、白いモンスターボールなんですけども、実はあそこが空きスペースになっていて、例えばその捕まえたポケモンの、進化後か、それとももしかしたらペアとなるポケモンが出てくるかもしれないっていう風に演出しています。いろいろこうどんなポケモンがいるんだろうって考えながら育てたり捕まえたりしてほしいなと思います。
So one of the things we wanted to do with the Pokedex this time was really encourage players to, again, really want to catch them all, really fill up the Pokedex. And one way we've done that, as you can see, there's the Ladybug just got registered, but next to it is a white Pokeball icon. And what that does, it indicates there's an empty space, which means that either it has an evolution or maybe there's another Pokemon out there that kind of forms a pair with it. So that'll kind of encourage players to really want to fill up that empty space, go out and search and, catch all different types of Pokemon and kind of complete their Pokedex.
Yeah, it's especially exciting, I think, when you find one and there's lots of white Pokeballs and you're just like, oh, okay.
So it's
We've got a lot of work to do.
And let's ignore Crash Bandicoot, which is one of the best things at E3, by the way. That was one of the best announcement newses. Good job, Sony. Anyways, moving on. We have the in-game battle. So as we can see, I got this screenshot so we can bring up the actual battle menu screen. And I also want to point out the little details. We saw from day. Look at afternoon. That is some wild detail. From everything from entering the tall grass, which unfortunately I didn't get a picture of because you know me. The grass shaking. Just all the grass in the background, the little spot cut out. The rocks, the trees, the forest, and also the clouds. That is lovely. Oh my. But as we can see also, we have the things right here. We got fight, run, bag, and Pokemon, which is kind of nice. We also have the little quick menu thingy right there. But moving on, we have a more in-depth background here. As we can see, confirm. No, excuse me. We have the trainer with the Pokemon, so it gives that bond, like they said, of the trainer being with the Pokemon. So there it is. So now, I guess if someone uses a surf, boy, we getting caught by that surf now. Earthquake, oh boy, we feeling that earthquake now. But moving on. And we also have in here the in-game tab when you hit fight. And as you can see, we have the thing down here that will tell you super effective, or probably not very effective as well. And a little information icon there to tell you what the move does. So, this effective thing is honestly going to help out a lot because we all forget sometimes some random type matchups, unless you have extreme memory. So, that too. Because that's really going to help actually. You're going to remember when you use a move that's super effective but not very effective. But if I did catch something in the trailer, don't quote me on this. Oh. Okay, good. I thought for a second something happened. Okay, good. We're so good. That's something happened. Wait. Hello? Come on. Wait. Okay. Okay, we're good. Never mind. Sorry for that, but that's why I'm gonna have to do some editing later. Don't do this to me. This thing's gonna give me a friggin' heart attack. I swear, I'm just gonna stop watching it now. But anyways, we do have all of this new stuff, and the super effective, not very effective, that's really gonna help out a lot, especially for us who do forget some typings. I'm not perfection. I forget some type matchups sometimes, so this will honestly help. So, that's a nice little feature right there. Then we also have, I don't know why I got Water Gun, but if you go back and watch, Water Gun was blue, Pound was normal. And they got the white background for Pound and the blue background for Water, so when you hit the information tab, it also pops up with the color of what the move will be organized. So, like, Ghost would be purple, Dark would be black, what would Ice be? Forget that. fire would be red and grass would be green, something like that. That's really nice. That's a nice little feature there. Just that little bit of detail can go a long way. So they could have made these just all one color, but no. I bet you that's what they did. So just to go through all that little bit of detail, just adds on to the game. Don't do this to me. Okay, I'm watching this recording. And then we also have the stat lowering menu, which I don't have a picture of that. God dang it. But we do have the stat lowering menu, which, as we can tell, like remembering, like, oh crap, my opponent just had the sword stance. Oh, time to remember that. No, now we can actually just go hit that little information tab, and it will tell us everything that happened. Like, I don't think I got a screenshot of that. I think in a further screenshot, I'll point it out then. But that's really nice, because now I don't have to remember, like, okay, set up a sword stance. Okay, set up an iron defense. Okay, they set up a nasty plot. Oh god. Now, I can actually remember when I'm setting up, I don't have to actually click that extra sword stance thing. Oh god, did I set up? And yeah, so that's nice. Then we also have here the, growing. We grew a level, and as you can see, the different, stats are different colors. That's really nice. I really like that, actually, not gonna lie. That's a really nice touch. See, little details can take things so far, but Papilio doesn't seem like he's gonna be very speedy. He's got some nice HP going, so he might have all that HP. That special attack looking meh, level 7 special attack looking kinda meh. You know, the special attack though, it's going up. He's not gonna be a physical attacker, it seems. We're looking good in the world. He's got that nice defense too. Might be a defensive mon. That's what it's looking like. Alright, moving on. And the final thing before we get the last video, we have here the register of the Pokemon, and as they mentioned, the white Pokeball back there was to encourage you to go and find the other Pokemon that Ladybug will either evolve into or bonds with. And I'm just saying, that's gonna kill me. Like, it's not like I have OCD, but it feels like I do because I do some of the things, but that's just gonna annoy me. I'm gonna have to fill that up every single god dang time. They won. They finally got me to fill up the Pokedex. They win. I tried to fill up the Pokedex once. Didn't go so well, but now they win. I filled up the Pokedex, so that's going to annoy me. Jesus. God dang you, Pokemon, you win. This is the day you made me fill up the Pokedex. Anyways, and also the register is very nice. Everything about this game is just nice. It's all, I don't have anything else to say but nice. The game is just too good. It's gonna be amazing. We're all hyped for Sun and Moon. This is just gonna be amazing. But that was the first battle in Sun and Moon. And moving on to the last and final trailer of E3 news.
So, actually, as we come into this area here, we're going to be meeting several different characters that our viewers maybe aren't familiar with. Would you mind just giving us a quick introduction to them as they appear?
様々な新しいキャラクターが出てくると思うんですけども、それぞれちょっと紹介してもらってもいいですか？
はい、そうですね。今リリータウンに到着したんですけども、このキャラクターがハラというキャラクターですね。最初にポケモンをくれるというキャラクターで PV にも登場してます。
So this is Hala. I think it's been revealed already in a video that we've released, but it's a really strong trainer on this island, and he's actually the guy who gives you your first partner Pokemon in your adventure.
すごい強いトレーナーですね。
A very strong trainer on this island.
この子はハウっていうキャラクターですね。ニャビを今連れているんですけど、この後、お祭りで一緒に戦います。
So this is How, and you're about to battle him actually as part of this festival.
あと、ククイですね。ポケモン博士です。今回は、技の研究をしているという博士ですね。
And that's Professor Kukui right there in the white lab coat. He's a professor who specializes in researching Pokemon moves, so like their attacks and such.
I think based on the fan response I've seen, he is quickly becoming the most dreamy professor. Thank you for the fans.
今までの博士の中でちょっとイケメンっていう評判が
あとリリエですね。ポケモンのトレーナーではないんですけども、今後も一緒に冒険するキャラクターです。
And that's Lily behind you there. She's the assistant of Professor Kukui, and she's not a Pokemon trainer, but she'll join you on your adventure throughout the story.
And sharp-eyed viewers may have noticed her bag is kind of interesting.
ちょっと彼女が持っているバッグちょっと気になりますね。カバンの方は。
なんかありましたか今？
Was there something there? Yeah.
いやもうわからない。
ちょっとねさっき動いてたけどね。
で
まだ言えない。
Gotta keep this secret right now, unfortunately.
動いてたの見ちゃった。
You saw a move.
Well, I think it's time we go into the festival battle.
じゃあそろそろ祭りのバトルになりますか。
So I think it's going to be really interesting for fans of the series to see this battle and the space. The way that Pokemon and Pokemon battles are integrated into the culture in these islands is really interesting. And you get these amazing battle spaces where other folks are gathering around and watching you guys fight.
まあこのやっぱこう人間の社会にもやっぱポケモンとポケモンバトルそのものがこう、なんていうんですか社会の一部にあってすごい大切なものっていうのがすごく伝わりますね。やっぱこういう、しっかりしたこうバトルアリーナみたいな感じもできてて。
そうですね、まあ今回、このお祭りなんですけども、2人の旅立ちを、まあ、祝うというか、そういう儀式になっています。戦った後に、この2人は島を巡る冒険が始まるというストーリーになっています。
So in this particular festival, actually, this is kind of a celebration or a way to kind of kick off both you and Hao's adventures to kind of travel across the island. So it's kind of a ritual in this society.
And folks may have noticed there was another thing we can't really talk about too much, but just to mention Tapu Koko.
そうですね。
Worth paying attention to that name.
とかいろんな、気になる単語
そうで
Might
す
be
ね。
important.
今後に期待してください。
Please report more information. I can't really talk too much about it.
And so how brought out a Pichu?
あ
Who looks
ピーチューが出てきました
adorable.
ね。可愛いですね。
今度負けないように頑張ってください。
Don't lose this time, Derek.
Leave it to me.
任せてください。
And here we can see
See what he's done for
checking different effects.
そうですね。パラメーターがどう変わったかっていうのを今ちょっと確認してるんですね。
敵の相手方も自分側も両方見えるんで、とても便利ですよね。
Yeah, you can see both your status changes as well as the opponent's status changes to really see what's going on in the battle.
So looking at this tropical environment, I'm really hoping that you guys were able to pull off some business trips to some nice tropical locations maybe. I mean, it's for research, it's work. Just have to go.
今回まあ、南の国っていう設定なんですけど、やっぱこう研究目的でこういろんな素敵な場所に行けたんじゃないでしょうか。
そうですね、まあ開発のスタッフでこう実際にハワイに行ってですね、いろいろなモチーフを見たり、デザインにも生かされたりしています。はい、
So yeah, we actually took as the staff, the development staff at Game Freak, we took trips to Hawaii to really do some research, and we've definitely utilized that to kind of reflect it in the game. And
I should have convinced my boss that I need to do that prep for this. To really get this segment, I really need to go to Hawaii.
今回の、このセグメントのためにやっぱこうハワイに行ってくればよかったですね。ということで。
Come on, Terry, show us what you got.
That's one down.
Nice.
一匹倒しましたね。
So we saw with the icons as the battle started. I think Hal has one more Pokemon to go.
ハオはまあ、手持ちがあと一匹ですね。はい。
Ooh, and you're still nice.
新しい技を覚えてますね。
There we see one of the other new starters.
これも、
ヤビーなんですけども、一回実はもう見ているという設定になってまして、戦うとですね、一回見たことあるポケモンはどれが効果が抜群かっていうのが分かるようなインターフェースになっています。
So at this point in the story, you see Hao has Litten, which is another one of the first Pokemon you can choose in your adventure. But you've actually encountered, you've battled against him and his Litten once in the story. And so once in Pokemon Sun and Moon, once you've battled the Pokemon once, the next time you battle it, you'll get information on your move list about which moves are effective and which ones aren't.
あれですね、スーパーエフェクティブっていうのは効果抜群っていう。
そうですね、So just explaining that, you know, water gun is super effective. Yeah, what it means.
I think I'll stick with that one.
Yeah.
初心者でも分かりやすい風にしています。
So it's just coming back to make it all very easy to understand for even beginners of the game.
Yeah, it really is so nice to have that information.
情報があるとやっぱ助かりますね。
I think especially when you're trying to catch more Pokemon, and you're like, okay, I actually maybe don't want to be super effective right now. I need to kind of whittle this Pokemon down. So being able to remember maybe you want to use your weaker attacks sometimes just to kind of get them just to that point.
捕まえたい時とかもやっぱこう効果抜群じゃない方とかをあえて選びたいことがあるので結構役に立ちますね、この情報。
Nice, good job, man.
勝ちました。
I love what a good sport Hao is about losing too. He's just kind of rolling with it. It's all good.
And this is the final Sun and Moon E3. It's been a long road, all 31 minutes in its glory. But as you can see here, we do have some people, so we can get a background on the people here, very dressed wine-like. And as the creators did say they did take some trips down to Hawaii to put in some things that Hawaii did in fact have, so it gives more of a Hawaiian feel. And so far, just based off of this one little town, I feel like that they have definitely accomplished the Hawaiian feel already. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what other Hawaiian things they put into the game. Like, can I get a pina colada? But anyways, moving on from that. But yeah, that should be very interesting to see. Just that artwork. Like, as I said, I'm a sucker for the little artwork in games, because that could take a game to sky-high levels. So seeing that is real nice. And next screen, we also have some kids right there, you know. Look at how short that girl is. Oh my god. Moving on. Then we have Hala. And hold on. I messed up that screenshot, but that's okay. So each island has its own guardian. So as we saw, there were 4 islands, if I'm not mistaken, in the Sun and Moon map. Which unfortunately I didn't get to review because I didn't feel like recording. Neither did the person I recorded with, so we were just like, forget it. But there were 4 islands. So each island has a guardian. And it's a Pokemon guardian. So what this means is we have Solgaleo and Lunala, but obviously they're not going to be the protectors of all 4 islands. And it says each island has its own. So what does this mean? What is going to be that one guardian Pokemon of each island? What is the guardian Pokemon for this island too? That's something else to touch on. That's pretty good. And up, we don't skip. And here, I didn't really bother with Haua, was his name or something? I don't remember. But we have the new professor, I forgot the name again. Kakui, I think? Don't quote me, but Kakui is the new professor of this region, with the assistant being Lily. And she doesn't really seem to be into battling, as I did mention, but she will accompany you through different parts of your journey. And this is the festival scene, by the way. So in the festival, apparently we are meant to battle Haua, whatever its name is. I gotta watch the freaking trailer again. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't mess up the slide, but I messed up the music. Boy, I'm smart. Anyways, back to this. So now it's kind of interesting, because we've never really had an assistant of a Pokemon who's never really liked battling, so that's somewhat kind of interesting, but okay, Lily, let's go. And then Hala comes back and asks us, are you ready to battle for the ceremony? So that's kind of nice, and we also get to see, like, a nice text and the yes or no option, so nice stuff there too. And I took this screenshot personally because just look at the detail. You have this building here, very nicely detailed. Look at the grass textures too. You have the dark with the light grass in the mix. You got the little torch here, which is the main focus. You got the tree, and again the clouds, and just the atmosphere and everything. And I'm pretty sure that's the sun back there. See? The little things, man. The little things. And we also get here that Hala is Hala's grandson too. Add on to that too. And then we have here Mom. Mom is a Papilio supporter. Let's go, Mom! Papilio supporter. Hashtag Papilio support. Let's get it. Anyways. But yeah, as you can see, we also do have a very nice mix of people here. So we know now this is the mom. So add that on too. But we also do have the nice mix of people, as you can also see from the battle, which we'll get here in a moment. But as we can also tell, we got the little thing where Hala introduces the battle for the festival, and apparently this is held every year, so here you go. So Sun, Hala, bring forth the power of your Pokemon. Hala, really? Oh god. This is gonna suck. Jesus. So as we can see here, I didn't actually get a picture of Hau's battle when he was entering. I kind of regret that, but it's okay. As we can see, we get another look in the battle menu, and as we can tell, just onto the detail. Look, we got the vines from the tree, you still have the torch in the background, and you got the people back here too. It's nice. It's very nice. Very nice. Then I also got here, which I don't remember what did the Pichu use. It used like Growl or Charm. I know it used some move, but... And as you can see, we have the lowering. That is very nice looking. I absolutely love it. Oh my... Look. I mean, I saw the first name. Not many people like the name Sun and Moon, but me being an astronomy nerd, I liked it. So that's why. So it's just I like it. Okay. Like, everything is nice, but that's all I can say. I don't really know what else to say, because it's all just so beautiful, nice, all laid out. It's just, I don't know what to say. It's too good. The game's just gonna be too good, okay? And then we also have here the in look at the bag, as we can tell. We have the medication, we got items, Pokeballs, and battle items. And let's see, you have a Ladybug, a Yungoos, was it? And a Pikapet. Like, it was Pikapet, right? I think so. New name story. But, as we can see, we're going for a potion here. And we can clearly see, I got this screenshot too, just the look. That way we can get a better understanding of the looks, just look at that. That's beautiful. Okay? I don't care what anyone says. Now we also can see your Papilio learned disarming voice. So we can also add on to the fact that... Oh, here! See the little arrow right there? That is, that's the thing. But as we can also see here, there's other people in the background other than... Let's go back. Other than just these two. In the battle, they actually put other people where they couldn't have, so that's a little nice touch. And they also mentioned, for the super effective and not very effective, as we can see listed there with disarming voice, once you battle a Pokemon, next time you get into a battle with the same Pokemon, it'll tell you if the move is super effective or not. Which is very nice. So, woo! Pokemon definitely stepping it up. And Papilio learns disarming voice at level 8. So, yeah. And then, that's not a cross sponsorship. Anyways, but as we can see, that's pretty much the end of some Sun and Moon news. So, but if you guys did enjoy all the Sun and Moon news we got at E3, and I'm not going to be covering the phases for Solgaleo and Lunala, so just so you got clear on that. But if you guys were as hyped for all the Sun and Moon news that came out at E3 like I was, just smash that like button, because as always, your support is very appreciated. And also to add on, the chick doing the Sun and Moon stuff was pretty fine. Okay? Okay, now we're gonna move on. But if you guys did enjoy all the Sun and Moon news, okay, I'm done. I've said this thing already like 3 times. Okay. Bye!